And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another Go Live interview in my business page where we interview our business partners from all over the world. And to those of you who are new to my page, I'm Rosalie, originally from Laguna and Nueva Ecija in the Philippines, now based here in New Zealand. And today we have a very special guest and coming straight, all the way from Mexico, actually. She's originally from Canada, but now living her dream in the warm country of Mexico, where the Caribbean islands are. And without further ado, let's call her in, Coach Deborah McClanagan. How are you, Coach? How are
I'm very well,
you?
Rosalie. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yes, it's my pleasure. And before anything else, thank you so much for saying yes to my invite. I know you're very busy. I see that you are a mom of six. Anyway, we'll talk about that. Yes. Can you tell us who is Deborah?
Okay. So first and foremost, Rosalie, I'm a child of God, and
Yes.
I give all my glory and praise to God for bringing me to this business. I'm a mother of six adult children, a grandmother of 19, half of them which are adult children, and a great
Wow.
grandmother of nine, and soon to be a great grandmother of number 10 and 11 this.
Wow.
I
Oh
know,
my
I'm
gosh.
excited.
10 and
Yeah.
11. Is that
Yes,
twins?
and I'm a
Wow.
successful online business owner.
Yes, exactly. I wonder how you do all of those things. Oh my gosh.
Uh,
And where
I
are you
live in
currently
Mexico.
now?
Pardon?
Yeah. And where are you currently now?
I'm living in Mexico. My family is in Canada, but they're scattered from the east coast of Canada to the west coast of Canada. And for those of you who know Canada, it's a very big country. And yeah, there there's some on the east coast, and there's some on the west coast, and there's some in between. So
Oh my gosh, yes. And
scattered.
this yeah, it's a very, there's snow in the winter there.
Oh
And
yes, yes.
that's all I know about Canada when I think of Canada. Oh, lots of snow and yes, it's a big country, very big country.
It
And
is.
you are in Caribbean now, right? Is that
I
right?
am, and
Very warm
Playa del
place.
Carmen, Mexico, in the Caribbean, and it is absolutely beautiful here.
Yes. Oh my gosh, imagine living in that beach country.
It's
It's just
awesome.
a tourist, people just go there for a visit or a tour, but now you're living
Yes,
there. It's
exactly.
very warm. So, yeah, so why did you yeah, we go to the next question. Why did you start a digital business?
Well, that's a good question, but mine is very different from most people. In 2015, my position of many years was eliminated.
Oh,
And yeah, and so you know what? After working all your life, there's no job security. And
yeah.
that year in 2015, there was a big turn down of the economy, and 1,200 of us high paid position people had our positions eliminated. They couldn't lay us off, so they had to eliminate our positions. But I got a great severance package, and I thought, you know what? I've worked all my life. I'm 60
Yeah.
years old. I worked all my life. I'm going to take a year off work. I've never had that because when I had children, there was no maternity leave. You had a baby on a Friday and back to work on Monday. So,
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh.
yeah, there was no maternity leave when I had children. So, I worked all my life and I thought I'm taking a year off work. I got a great severance package. So I thought, I'm going to take a couple of vacations, pay off some bills, and then in a year's time, I'll start looking for work. But
Yeah.
prior to that, 2 years prior to that, we had life happen in our family, and it took all of my savings, all of my retirement plan, and all of my investments to help with this family situation that happened. And I'd do it again tomorrow, right? But anyway, so I was broke. When
Yeah.
I was broke.
Yes.
Probably shouldn't have taken the year off work, but I did. I did because
Yeah.
I was so confident that I was going to get a job because I was really good at what I did. I loved what I
Yeah.
did, and I had no doubt that I was going to get a job. Well, I
Yeah.
started. looking for work in 2016, and I had to come to the conclusion that nobody wanted to hire anybody over the age of 60. So that
Yes.
was bang, boom. What am I going to do? So I couldn't afford to retire because retirement
Yes.
in Canada is not enough to
Yeah.
retire on, to survive
Yeah.
on. I would have been a burden to my children. I would have had to live with one of my kids. I would have had to, be a burden on them. And I didn't
Mm.
want that. I
Yeah.
wanted to be able to stand on my own 2 feet. I didn't want to be a burden on my children. So
Yes.
I thought I've got to do something different. So I started looking. I know a lot of people who work online. They don't make a lot of money, but they work online. And I thought, well, I can find a job online doing something, surely. I
Yes.
I'm a good typer. I didn't know anything about social media, but
Yeah.
I knew my computer. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I started searching, and oh my goodness, Rosalie, some of the things I came across is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe people actually fall for these things. And then one day,
Mm.
I was looking at Facebook, and this ad kept going across my page. For months, it went across my page. But I had prayed so hard, Lord, just bring me to something that when my bills come in, I can pay them. That's all I'm asking, is to have enough money to pay my bills and I can
Yeah.
survive. So, anyways, this ad kept going along and along and along. Finally, it was like, I'm giving you this. You're just not clicking on it. So I clicked on the ad, and I, registered with my name and my email address. And I
Mm.
watched that 90-minute information session, that master class I give every twice a week. I watched that, and I knew the minute I watched it, it was going to work. I didn't
Yes.
know how it was going to work because they talked a lot about social media, and I didn't know how to put a picture on Facebook. And but I knew I could learn. And I
Yes.
knew it wasn't a get rich quick scheme. But they said I could will this to my children. Well, if it's a scam or if it's bad, you can't will it to your children, right?
No, that's
If
right.
if it's a get
Exactly.
rich quick thing, you don't will it to your children. So I
Because
knew
if you go to the lawyer, the
it
lawyer will have a look at it, isn't it? Because I have that
exactly,
too.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Yes.
and so anyways, I knew this would work, and I knew that I had to do something, you know, I had to put myself on a 5-year plan, because where am I going to be in 5 years? I've
Five
got to be
years.
able to do something in five
Yeah.
years. So I thought, if I give myself 5 years, because I'm an accountant by trade.
Yeah.
So I've seen many businesses come and go, and big ones and little ones and multi-million dollar businesses. And I knew this business would work. I knew it was very legit because there was everything good about it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
um, I had to go for it. I had to go for it. So I did it. And in February 9th, 2017, I became a digital business owner. And I have never looked back since. So like I say, I started it for a different reason, because I had a lot of challenges. But you know what?
Yes.
Thank God I had a 12-year-old grandson that knew everything about social media.
Wow.
Had a picture on Facebook, and he told me anything I wanted to learn on my computer. All I had to do was Google it. How do I put a picture on Facebook using my MacBook Pro? Question mark. And he said, that's it. There's your answer. You'll get your answer. You'll be able to do anything you want to do. So God love him. He sort of encouraged his old grandma, and said, because some
Yeah.
days I thought, oh, maybe I'm too old. And he said, no, Grandma, you can do anything you put your mind to. That's what you always told me. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. And I said, now I'm eating my words. Yes, I can do this. So
Yes.
I adventured at age 60 to build this business. So it
Yeah.
was, woo,
The
yeah,
beauty is, yeah.
61. I was
Hmm.
61. Yeah.
Yeah, the beauty of this is that we can also ask the help of our family members, especially if we have
Grant,
children or grandchildren who are teenagers or something. They can, because they know a lot about computers. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Even
Grew up with computers, right? They grew up with cell phones, like, and the great thing about it, you can everything we do in business, we can do on our phones as well. So you don't have to sit in the house. You can work from anywhere. I can go down to the
Hmm.
beach and get in a nice, lazy boy chair down there, and get
Yeah.
my phone out and do my business while I'm, laying on the beach and read a book or whatever. And my business is working in the background
Background.
because I
Yeah.
built it to that point, right?
Yeah. Yes. That's something that I really like about our business is flexibility because
Yeah.
we can do it with we can do it in the pockets of our time as a busy
Yes.
mom or a grandma. Yes,
Yes,
isn't it? The business just runs in the background,
it does.
and we don't have to trade our time going to work. This is something that can be done even at home.
Yes, and that's what I
Yes.
like about it. Anywhere in the world you want to be. And speaking about anywhere in the world, our business is in all the countries except for a couple of them. And no business is allowed in those countries. So, but we are in so many countries of the world. In fact, we had a conference last year and 24 countries of the world was represented in that conference last year, either online or in person. It was awesome.
Yes, that's right. Like now, there's one that will happen in Japan, and
Yes.
I'm coming. Oh my gosh,
Oh my
I'm so
gosh, it's
excited!
going to be awesome, right?
It's my first time, but I really look up. I
Yeah.
really look forward to it, and
Yes.
yeah, and also, coach. I'm also accounting by profession, but now I'm doing this on the side while taking care of my kids, and I
Yes.
can very much relate to you because the times have changed now. There's a lot of computerization
Yes.
taking over the in the office. The
Yeah.
jobs of office people. Yeah,
Well,
exactly, like
AI too. AI's taken over.
AI, Zero, MYOB, all of those
Yeah,
things,
all of those
all of
programs.
those things in it. That's why there's no such thing as, job security. Today we are secure, but it's really good to have a side hustle.
Hmm.
Yeah.
MYOB
And
is my favorite program for small businesses.
yeah, that's right. We have MIOB here too,
Yeah.
and Zero as well.
Yes.
Yes. And yes, so um can I ask so in relation to that, what is the biggest result or change from the digital business for you? And how much is your biggest day in month if you can share with us, coach?
Yeah, well, being an accountant, it's hard to share your income because that's so confidential. But I
Yeah.
will tell everybody. I started like in February 9th, 2017, and I treated this as a full business. I wasn't working for anybody else, so I could do that. And I would go in, to my office and I would start 8 a.m. in the morning and I would work through to however long it took me that day to get accomplished what I needed to do. I needed to learn. My thing was learning. I wanted
Yeah.
to learn everything. And we have a training system that is above and beyond anything I have ever seen anywhere, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
you can turn on a video and read, you can do this business. Well, I didn't want to just do it and just basically, I wanted to learn the business. I wanted to know this business because my goal was to bring other people into the business and I wanted to be able to help them, to guide them in the right direction. And if I couldn't do that, then how
Yeah.
could God send me people to work with? So I
Yes.
needed to learn that. My goal when I first started was to learn this business inside and out. I wanted to know everything about it. If somebody asked me a question, I wanted to be able to know the answer. So
Yes.
I dove into this business head over heel. And like I say, it wasn't get rich quick. I
No.
started earning, I think the first, when I started earning money, the first one was, $500 and then it went up to 1,200 and something. Then it was 4,000 and something. And then my hugest month hit in September of 2018. I made
Wow.
my first $50,000 a month in September
My
of
God.
2018, and I'm adding up because in Canada
Wow.
and US we still get checks, right? So our
Yeah.
checks coming in. I'm adding up all of these check stubs, and my daughter said, "Mom, what are you doing?" And I said, "Mom, she said, "Mom, you're an accountant. Guaranteed, the first time you added them up, it was correct. You don't need to do it 50 times." And I said, "That is just so unbelievable. Like, I'm blown away because that's more money than I made in a year when I lived back east raising six small children, right? That's more
Yes.
money than I made back then in a year, and I'm making it in a month." And it was like, oh my goodness, right? So,
Oh my
you know,
gosh. Yeah, that's
but
awesome.
I was
Yeah.
dedicated. Like that was, a year and a half later, but I was dedicated. I learned. And if I was struggling, I asked questions. I talked to the people that were successful in this business. What did you do? Like I wanted to know. Like, don't go to somebody that didn't do anything, and
Yeah.
people come into this business and just that's it. They think they're going to make money and not learn anything or do anything. Well, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
If I'm a firm believer if you work 8 hours a day, you get paid 8 hours a day. But when you start a business, you have to put a lot of time and effort into it to learning. I said it's like
Yeah.
buying a McDonald's franchise. They don't buy a McDonald's franchise and never learn how to make a burger, right?
Exactly. That's
You
right.
have to learn to be able to do what you need to do to make the money. And we have all the tools, we have the entire tools. We just need to learn how to use them. So, yeah. So that was my first big month. Was
Wow, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. And yeah, can't imagine what
I
after
decided
that.
to move to Mexico.
Oh wow. And that's another bonus. That's another major achievement, isn't it?
Yeah,
Moving to Mexico.
exactly. Exactly.
Yes. And yeah, and yeah, so you're so right. This is not a get rich quick scheme. We want to just make it clear to everyone,
Yes.
because every result is different. It depends on what effort and time people put in.
Yeah,
But in this business, the sky is the limit. It depends. If you give more, then more will happen. More will be achieved.
exactly.
That's
Exactly.
so inspiring, Coach Deborah. When I first started, I saw you in the webinars, and I
Oh,
said, "Oh my gosh, you're really one of the very a lot of inspiration for me as well."
well, I'm living proof that
Yeah,
if uh, anybody can do this business, I'm living proof. If I can do this business, anybody can do this business. Because believe me, they told me you need to put everything on your phone so you don't have to sit at home in front of your computer. And I said, look, I do good to make phone calls on my phone. I didn't even like texting. So I was old
yeah,
school. But, anyways, I learned how to do it all. And I just, uh, I just went from there, but I had a learning curve to do, but I was willing to do what I had to do to make it happen. Right.
that's right. That's
Someone
right.
said to me, well, why aren't you retired, not doing anything now? And I said, because I love this business. I have a
Yeah,
purpose. I live alone. I have a purpose to get up in the morning. I have people to talk to. I meet people like you, like beautiful people like you every day from some other country in the world. And I got to meet so many of them personally in Calgary last summer. And it was
yeah.
awesome. I've met people that's come here on vacation. I make a point when people come to the Caribbean, if it's, within distance, I make a point to go and see them and meet them in person because I
Wow,
love that. I love meeting new.
wow.
And so
Yeah,
this business gives me a purpose and
yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Love it, love it. That's also another thing that I really love about this business. We're not just confined to the walls of the office, or to to
Exactly.
our computers. We get to meet people. That's right.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And we get to have more friends, not
Yes.
around us, but also people who help us as well in whatever we are
Exactly.
doing.
Exactly.
And so actually that brings us to our another question. So, what advice can you share to those who are hesitant or skeptical to start an online business?
Everyone needs to do something. Don't think that your job is there because you don't have a job security. And you know what? Working for somebody else, you're told when to get up in the morning, when to go to bed at night. You're told when you can go on vacation, and actually, they tell you where you can go because it depends on how much money you earn on where you go on vacation. Some people don't even get a vacation; they just take
Yeah,
off because they don't want to go to work. They're dreading to go to work. Well, this is something I wake up in the morning, and if I want to start my day at 10, I can start it at 10. If I want to start it at 6 a.m., I can start it at 6 a.m. It's entirely my schedule. But
yeah,
I don't suggest people wait until they don't have a job. because building
Yeah.
a business, takes time and money and effort. So you need
Yes.
to invest into your business to be able to get it to the point that it can take care of itself. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to build a business so that you can take care of itself. And I don't know any other business out there other than franchises that make as much money as we do. And
Yeah.
even franchises, people pay, over
They're
$1 million.
expensive.
Oh my,
Yeah.
they're over
Oh
a
my
million
gosh.
to buy a franchise, and then they are lucky if they make any income in
Any
less
income.
than 5 years. Most
Yeah. Yeah.
5
5-year curve. That's right.
yes, right? That they before they show any income for
Any
themselves.
income.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
yeah,
because
so
of
don't sit on the fence, people. Try it. Check it out. It does not cost you one penny to look at it. You write your name, you go to Rosalie's website, you write your name and the best email address that you have, because she's going to send you emails. And don't have to worry about doing that, because that's an automated system that once you become a business owner, it's put into place for you. And you'll receive these emails for the next 30 to 40 days. Read them, go over them, see what it is. Watch that 90-minute information session. Sometimes you may have to watch it more than once. Watch it over again and see if this is something you want to find out more about. If it is, then we asked you to pay 149 US dollars. Once you pay that 149 US dollars, we're going to give you another 2.5 to 3 hours more of videos and more emails that you'll receive information on. Then we're going to give you 30 days to watch all that information, go over it. After you pay that 149, you'll have the 30 days. So on day 29, if you decide, no, it's just not for me, we'll give you back your 149. We're not into keeping your money, because we want people that are serious about building this business. We want people that want to make a change in their life, and we want people that want to do this, that they can learn how to help others. And that's what this business is all about. It's people helping people. So no one in
Mhm.
here is going to steer you in the wrong direction, but you've got to be prepared to learn and to be coachable. So we look forward to seeing each and every one of you on the other side.
Yes, yes, that's right. Yeah, in addition to that, yes, that's right, Coach Steph. And in addition to that, it's just like eating in a nice restaurant or eating in a nice hotel.
Exactly.
Staying in a nice hotel. If we had a very good um, stay there or experience there, we tell everyone. We share everyone.
Exactly.
It's the same thing as this one.
Exactly.
That's
Same
why
thing.
we're sharing it to everyone.
And you know what? If you had to go and work as a Walmart greeter, you would be telling people, I have a job at Walmart greeting people, come shopping there, right?
That's right.
Like,
That's
be
right.
proud of what we have. We have the rainbow, we have the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow sitting in the palm of our hands, just waiting for everybody to reach in and take their portion. We will teach you how to get there and how to reach in and do it. And just don't be hesitant. Don't be afraid. I was afraid of everything. That's why it took me, from 2016 to 2017 to start this business, because I was skeptical. I was afraid. I thought I had no money. I thought, it was this, it was that. And don't be afraid,
That's
because
right.
fear will steal your life. Fear will
Yeah.
steal your dreams, fear will steal everything from you, and fear will cause you to have depression. So get rid of the fear in your life and do something to make it better for you every day of your life, and make it better for you and your family.
That's right. And if they're still watching this as of now, maybe it's a sign, it's a divine appointment because,
That's right.
there's a reason for everything. Maybe,
Exactly.
yeah, why not check out this business opportunity that we are offering and, have a look, see for yourself if this is the one that
Yeah.
is good for you as well. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Yes.
You're
Yes. And thank you
welcome.
so much, Coach Deborah, for being in my page, for saying yes to my invite. And to all of you who are watching as well, thank you very much. And in the comment section, if you have questions, please drop it in the comment section and we will answer you. And let us know where you are tuning in from. We'd love to connect with you. Yes. So thank you so much, Coach Deborah.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
everyone.
God bless.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.